Okay, 22 missed. I have my legendary talents, all that stuff at the top left. Playing Mistweaver, and it's Inspiring Grievous Fortified. I think we're not stealthing here. I'm pretty sure we're just killing this. Oh. I'm gonna just immediately pop some CDs, go in, can't stun. I'm gonna pop my defenses. Because it's like a low, I mean it's like a 22, I can just pop all my defenses right away, because by the time that these defenses wear off, the pack's gonna be pretty much dead. So it's completely safe to just use everything here. If I want something up for like the next pack, I could hold something here. Also probably shouldn't be running Dampen Harm. I was doing a Sanguine Depths just a minute ago. So definitely run Diffuse Magic in this place. So there's like a lot of magic damage. And very little physical damage. Always targeting the villager, because that's the one that stays alive longest. Mage has altar rolling, so I don't need to heal that. And I don't have para for this, so hopefully they CC it. Okay, there's the poly. But it's a little too late. Now that harvester is right next to it, and I don't have, what's it called? Ooh. It's out of range, it just needs to be kicked. So bad, actually. I'm just gonna revival here and pop my bird. And just kind of out-heal the spirit bolts. And that's very unfortunate. Just gonna spam Vivifies to out-heal this. Piece the Inspired away, finally. So that we can kick that Harvester. That was pretty brutal. You see this parrot, or the polymobs, it's about to wear off.
The more ruthless Marsworn draws close. Be ready.
Decided to pull a little bit too soon. Gonna ring a piece this so it doesn't heal. Whenever the mobs are like blue like this, the soul cleavers, they heal off of auto attacks. So that's the best time to use like stuns and slows and kite the mob basically. Save touch of death for the lieutenant. Grabbing a mushroom. And then I'm going to activate my Soul Letting Ruby and my Venthyr guys to help heal through all this. Some damage. Touch of death.
To the victor goes the anima. Claim your power, Moarwalkers.
I'm just gonna take the mana trait because I don't have higher crit than mastery, unfortunately. So the above 70% health trait's kind of useless.
Beware. You approach a powerful.
Okay, what are we doing here? Doing lieutenant.
the beast's power. You will need it for the dangers ahead.
For this one, we just take the shield. So preferably we get these guys at 50% at the same time. Some groups, it's like really hit or miss on how they do it. And then we're just gonna pop like every cooldown as they get low. So it looks like we're gonna get 1 to 50, like runs at 50 right now, and the other one's way higher health. So like right now I'm gonna use Soul Letting Ruby and my Venthyr guys. And then do a little bit of healing. My Venthyr guys will mostly carry it, but I can just spam a few Vivifies. And then I can go back to damage. And then I could use my bird, but I think we can even just save it. But I guess just to be safe, we'll just use it, because it doesn't hurt to use it here. So then we use the bird for the other 50% mob. And now we just do the same thing. I kind of just heal throughput through the damage. It's easy dealt with. We can't pull the lieutenant through the wall with our classes, so we're just going right into boss. Just gonna help do as much damage to the tree as possible. I'll make sure I debuff them both. We're gonna bait these swirls by standing still and then moving at the last second. If you're like really specific about it, you can actually get the pool to spawn on like the exact same spot. Oh, we need to get out of here because of the fear. I had to just roll out of there. So I had a lot of pools behind me. Okay, now we have the Embrace Darkness. That means our group's gonna start taking damage. So this is where I actually start healing. Put a couple Renewing Mist out. Keep the tank up. Don't have any of our CDs, but that's okay. We want them for the next phase. And just heal these up before the burn starts. And then now that the burn's happening, we go. I really hope that person didn't just miss all their abilities. That sucks. My Venthyr and my Soul Letting Ruby here for damage, but I'm just gonna save it for healing just in case. Because we should two-phase no matter what, whether I'm doing damage or not, it really doesn't matter. Helping do damage to the tree again, until the Embrace Darkness pretty much. Until Embrace Darkness, we are just doing as much damage as we possibly can. With only healing the tank pretty much, and then if any like spirit bolts randomly go off, then we heal whoever gets hit by them. Okay, here goes the Embrace Darkness. I'm gonna Soul Letting Ruby and activate my Venthyr guys. And then we just go right into the burn here, so because that phase is so short, it's not going to be a problem at all. And now these Venthyr guys just carry over into the damage phase, which is totally fine. So they also help do a little bit of damage. Touch of Death. And a very, very easy two-phase. We have our bird for Arkaloth. Looks like we're gonna do it with the stuff down here. She went that way. She went a second time. I'm just not gonna worry about it. We'll just solve it when we get over there. Activate my bird now. We got a massive spell. That's good. Spinning Crane Kick 3 times, and then I'm gonna Enveloping Mist, and that'll just solo keep the group up. Myself here. can also use some Rising Sun kicks. And then now that our bird has gone away, I will revival the next set of debuffs right there. I could have waited one more, but it's gonna die anyways, so the next set that goes out we can kind of just ignore if they even go out.
Now claim its power as your own.
Now we just want to get the group topped up before we move on, and then we're gonna solve this. So we have a empty leaf with a circle and a full leaf with a circle, so that means we're looking for a flower without a circle is our goal. Flower without a circle. It would be this one right here, since that was a leaf. Ooh, I almost just got double bit. I just popped both defenses because I was like already half HP and I was getting targeted by bites, so you just bunker down. Probably would have been fine with the 1 CD, but it's honestly not gonna affect us too much, I don't think. Now, since this inspired mob's here, these stalkers are just gonna keep casting, and we have 2 clothies in the group, so we need to just keep them topped off. So like if I see them lose any HP at all, I need to heal them. It's on me, I'll survive. And when we don't have inspired, I will do my best to CC the stalkers. So here we have empty flower without a circle, or empty leaf without a circle, and empty leaf, so now we're looking for a full flower. There's another leaf, so the full flower is right there. If I go to it, you'll see that it's a full flower. There we go. Okay, so now we can actually interrupt these bites, so I'm going to pay attention to this stock and target it. And every time I cast Mistveil Bite, I'm just going to use something. So the first thing I'm going to use is Paralysis. There's the Paralysis. And then the next one, we will use Leg Sweep. So next Stalker Bite is Leg Sweep. And since I'm using Leg Sweep, I can switch targets to something else. There it died. Touch of Death this. And there we go. Don't have a stalker in this group. Did not mean to walk that forward. Empty flower with a circle and a full flower with a circle, so that means we're looking with a leaf without a circle. There it is. Don't need to look at the last one. Maze, I'm kind of just going to activate my cooldowns when they're up, so I'm just using my Soul Lighting Ruby and my Venthyr ability just essentially for damage, really. And if not for damage, then it's to heal the group so that I can instead do damage rather than putting healing into them if like abilities go off or anything like that. Now we'll go over here. Full flower, no circle, and a full leaf, no circle. That means we're looking for an empty with a circle, so right there. And the reason that that works is you're trying to find 2 matching. It's a little bit like complicated when it's explained, but once you like understand how to do it, it's really simple. You're looking for 2 matching traits amongst the icons, or amongst like the options, and then finding the polar opposite of those 2 matching traits. So like, you know, we walked in and saw a full flower without a circle. So the different traits are like flower or leaf, empty or full, circle or no circle. So this one is a full no circle, and this one is a full no circle. So that's their 2 matching traits. They're both full and they both don't have a circle. And then this one here on X is the exact opposite because it's empty with a circle. You're just finding the opposite of the 2 traits that you found that were matching. Sounds incredibly confusing, but that's how you can solve it without having to look at all the different options. We're gonna double here. I'm gonna activate my bird here. And again, we have a stalker here, so I'm gonna interrupt it. So the next one I will para when it tries to go for a bite. Should be happening here shortly. Just para. And then the next one, I instead, if we needed to, I would use my Panda Punch. It's my other CC ability. Okay, next room. Full flower with a circle. Yeah, there she's saying that. Empty flower without a circle. Full without a circle. So there we go. Because there was a flower without a circle and another flower without a circle. So that means there's only one option left. Matching. They have two matching traits. So that means the last store has to be the one that has a mismatch in those traits. Oh nice, someone else got the Stalker. We'll get this Rampage with Leg Sweep. Activate our Venthyr ability again. Just gonna touch of death the Shaper and then pull this guy in. I accidentally pressed my Soul Letting Ruby, but not the Venthyr ability. That sucks. Just activate it. It's kind of wasteful. I should have probably waited till the next room, but... Oh yeah, it's boss, so I definitely should have waited, but that's okay. Okay, and all we need to do on this boss as a healer is just be proactive about each of the phases. That's the only time we need to heal is during the intermission phases. A little like mini game with all the ads. So for the first intermission, I have Revival, and I might have my bird up by then, but I don't think so. No, I definitely will not. So we just are going to use Revival and some personals. So personal, I use Fort Brew. I'm not worrying about solving the minigame, that's not my job, they can do it, and I will keep everyone alive while they figure it out. So now I'm just applying Renewing Mist to people. And now that they've solved which one it is, I'll come over here and help them kill it, and then we just Revival. There we go, that got us through the phase. And now we plan again, it's just all about being proactive. So the next intermission that happens, we're going to use GG. Okay, so now we're going to the phase again. So I'm going to activate my bird, start healing by spamming some Enveloping Mist. Okay, they found out which one it is, so I can help them kill it. Priority is keeping everyone alive though. And then for the last intermission, I think we'll be just off of having our Venthyr ability up, but we can at least use Soul Letting Ruby and then like defenses again, and I have like Life Cocoon, and we just kind of spam heal it. But in a better case scenario, if I would have remembered to use it earlier, we would have had Soul Letting Ruby and our Venthyr ability up right now. That is okay. I'll activate my Venthyr ability, or my Soul Letting Ruby right now. Venthyr ability is actually going to come up, so I'm going to press it as soon as it's up. So I'll press Venthyr ability. And then again, I'm not worried about solving. Oh, tank got disoriented. Fill everybody up. And there we go. All the intermissions were very, very simple. That's just how you stop yourself from falling behind, because the biggest trap is like letting people get really low HP during the intermission, and then someone makes a mistake and then it's a complete wipe. Because somebody got one shot by something rather than being able to recover because they had full HP. So you just want to keep everyone nice and healthy to allow for mistakes, especially in pugs. We'll see what they want to do down here. Cool, we're gonna skip this. Gonna pair that mob for him. He hibernated it also, so that's totally fine. And then we just blow up this larva. Okay, never mind. They're gonna CC it as well. I'm just gonna go in here, leg sweep right away, so it's not super chaotic right off the bat. Definitely didn't need a life kick in the tank. I didn't see that he had Incarn rolling. So, whenever Guardian Druid has Incarn, you kind of just leave him alone. I'll do some damage. I'm gonna go ahead and just activate my bird here. Extra damage. And it's the same thing as before, you're just like spinning 3 times and then using your free enveloping mist. And then going again. Just flowing with that for now. Break this other inspired out. Help kill this one, because it has a lot more HP obviously. CC this inspired. This patrol is just always really nasty, so if you have a way to crowd control it, you definitely want to. I think every healer except Priest and Paladin can CC that patrol, so. I'm gonna just activate my Venture ability here. And then here in a second, I'm gonna make sure I refresh that paralysis over there on the bird. Okay, so we go refresh. Make sure you don't get too close or we will get in combat. And then now we should be at the point where the birds, when they come over here, they won't pull into us, so I do not need to re-CC them. Sweep that inspired. Use my Thunder Focus Tea to enveloping mist the tank and top him off again. Touch of Death the inspired. Get out of that and cancel my cast. Get out of that. Another thing is if you're on these little pulls like this, but you notice you're falling behind on healing, just use a defensive. So like right here, when I get targeted by this volatile acid, I just press a defensive. Duration, I literally don't have to heal myself at all. And like stuff like that, just being proactive and like just saying, okay, when I get targeted by something, I'm just going to immediately press a defensive. It will really help you not fall behind on stuff like that. Gonna drink some mana while they start that pull over there. Same thing, enveloping mist with Thunder Focus Tea on the tank, because it just is a nice healthy boost when they're dipping below like 70%. Back up to full pretty much instantly. And then I'm gonna save my healing cooldowns and stuff for boss here. Still don't have enough percentage, but we just kill boss and then get something random. Okay, go in. I just use my Soul Letting Ruby in my Venthyr right away. Just a versatility buff because of a conduit thing. Soulbind trait gives versatility to everybody in the group. So it's just a nice like boost of damage to everybody. I could also use it with like when Lust came up, but and then Mind Link we're just gonna roll as far as we can away. It's like instantly off. I'll wait here to bait properly. The key to making this boss not hectic is not moving a lot when you have to dodge the green circles. And we didn't kill Aura, so we don't really have a choice of moving a lot. I'm gonna press my defensive here and Life Cocoon, because we're kind of just in a bad spot. I think the DH was just standing and shit on the floor. Probably some invisible pools or something. Oh yeah, there's definitely invisible pools. Oh yeah, definitely invisible pools. Just gonna revival that. That was all bad. I also forgot, I should have saved my bird, because your bird actually makes you immune to the aura slow on the last boss for its full duration. And I keep forgetting about that. So it's like really useful for bosses like this when you start running out of space, like the longer the fight goes on. Because then at the end of the fight I can just press my bird for like the last 30 seconds of the fight and have really easy times dodging the swirls. Gonna get away from this guy with Mind Link and help him out. And boss dead. Go finish up trash. And that is an easy time 22 in a pug. Not really doing anything too specific with these commentaries or anything. I just figured I'd just get into practice with it again before 9.2 launches, since I plan to do a lot of commentary keys and stuff like that, live streaming and whatnot. So hopefully this was helpful in some way, and if there's like a way that you think I could improve it or make the commentary a little bit better, or if you like the post key commentaries better, like me VOD reviewing essentially and going over things, I can definitely do that as well. I'm just trying to mix it up and do a little bit of everything, so let me know what you think, let me know how I can improve it, and I hope you have a good one. See ya.